Yes, hello, good day, much grace and peace. This is Brother Isaiah Wright from Tuesday Seventh Adventist from Trinidad and Tobago. Right, and this is just for the atheistical and the theist forums, and the creationists, and the versus evolutionist forums, and I am just talking about it, about debating. Debating is not the right method how to go about anything, periodly. But I have human discussion where it is you see people have respect for people, rights, freedom, and liberty of conscience. Because in the beating, all that happening is that the person excited because they think they have some kind of knowledge that nobody know about, and people must subject it. And that was happen in apostate Christianity, in the sense of when it is that they are debating, and in atheistical senses when it is that they are debating. So the apostate Christians, when they debate, how it is that they are thinking, right? Because the apostate Christian think that they could be saved in sin. Why it is that they would think that they can be saved in sin is because they believe that the physical death of Christ, majority, almost all, that physical event saved them from the sins. Nonsense. That cannot make any sense. All that showed is just our knowledge of how God hates sin, how God views sin, how sin make man nothing, and then after you want to give them the gift of life. You want to save them away from evil, from living a law-breaking life because the law don't condemn them already. That's all the death of Christ showing. But that physical thing had nothing to do with any salvational internal issue in a subjective sense to the Christian to cause them to now live a moral, uplifting life. That is apostate Christians. And they break the law too. When it is say saved in sin, I mean you can break the law. Or you can say the law not binding to us. And a whole set of nonsense. And then after all you want to debate, the atheist, he and all is equally guilty. His problem is that he deny God, put God down to his level, but the denial of God is putting God down to his level, right? Create some self-knowledge, right? That is some kind of revelation to him, right? That is him being free, or Navara, as one would say, and that is light to him. And then introduce science, or take science out of the Bible, as if science came from him, and try to take science independent from the creator who created all things that see in science, and spend time on science, and spend time on energy, and spend time on the creation. So he always looking at the creation to find God. And on top of that, he always afraid of condemnation, of his impending doom. So that's why it is you say God doesn't exist. And then after, if it is you tell him to read the Bible, I'm reading from the Bible, you tell him I reject the Bible. That nonsense, you reject no Bible. Where it is you get science from? You think you get it from yourself? Never. You get it from the Bible. And after God created, then science come into, you see the scientific functions of everything. And you see that in the Bible. So what it is your problem. I will read the Bible. You can't control me. Read the Bible and show from the Bible what it is being said. Don't use no kind of scientific argument that's so helter-skelter. That'll be helter-skelter because now it is you have to show from the Bible first. Then you can show science after. But if it is just talking science to defeat science, that can't make any sense. You have to show from the Bible first what it is God say. Thus say the Lord, and then show your science after. Don't let no atheist use our deception to trick you. And that's why it is, I would say, most of those Christians are apostate. Because if it is that is your pattern, that means you're not keeping the 7-day Sabbath. Or you're not keeping the Sabbath on the day that God permitted the Sabbath to fall on. After the 6th evening, that evening, which is 24 hours, which is not millions of years ago. Because that evening to morning is 12 hours. And from a morning to evening is 12 hours. So then where you see millions and millions of years ago. So you see that evening to evening. So evening, Saturday, to next evening. This is what it is in Genesis records. In Genesis 1 show. To next evening is our next day. So our evening to next evening is our next day. So our evening start our next day. To next evening start our other day. Okay, so 6 days of plenty evening to evening, so that is 6 days. And that is the earth revolving around the sun. That didn't take billions and billions of years ago. Right? And then after you see 7 days, the 7th resolution, or the evening after the 6th day, that is the 7th day. Right? You see God choose to put his 7-day Sabbath, to put his Sabbath on the 7th day. And that's calling the Sabbath the 7th day, because that's when the Sabbath fall upon. But the Sabbath in nature is not the 7th day. So if these Christians don't have this idea in their mind about the 10 Commandments, about the law of God, about the Sabbath, and when you have it in the right sense of how to keep our Sabbath, then you can't give a proper argument. That is apostasy, or all of you all Christians in apostasy. Right? And then after you atheists reject the same thing. So you all are in apostasy. But you're always saying billions and billions of years ago. Who was there billions and billions of years ago to even write down these things? That's all your speculation, that's all your self-knowledge. That's what it is, what is called Navara. That's all your blow out. Or revelation. That is nonsense. That could never be true. A fool saith in his heart there is no God. So when it is that he said there is no God, he gets away from condemnation. And I could do his corruption that he want to do without feeling condemned. Because God do exist. God is a creation, God do exist. When he say God is a creation, he mean God do exist. So that is his way of saying that God is a creation. By saying God do exist. And then after I say man come up with God. So then man come up with God? How that making any sense? So man is God now? How is man, who is a creation, could come up with God? How could that make any sense? And God is eternal. So man come up with eternity? So what it is you saying, you have the mind of God, and you station your heart as the heart of God? You die like men. Condemnation to all you atheists. If it is so, you don't want to see that. All of you are condemned. All you Christians are condemned too. Who follow the false idea of the death of Christ and not keep the 7-day Sabbath holy. So all of you all need to stop this debating and have sensible discussions, because at the end of the day, or you get the opportunity to be the worst that you would want to be in a debate. It's senseless. I call it senseless debating. Okay, so I will stop here by God's grace.